Welcome, folks, to another episode of the FSBN channel. My name is Jason, and we are here in Pittsburgh. Going to be doing a flight from Pittsburgh to Westchester. Should be a nice ride today. Looking at about, the paperwork says approximately about total airtime 56 minutes that's from gate to gate. Looks like 37 minutes in the air. Pretty short flight for us today. The weather in Westchester Airport is looking pretty good right now in Westchester, New York. 2904 knots, 10 miles visibility. Few clouds at 7,000 feet. Broken at 10. Temperature is 11.2.4. Altimeter 2993. If you're new to the channel, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. We're really about three things: learn something, have fun, and do it right. That's what we're about here. And I can't guarantee we're going to do it right all the time. We're learning all the time. So that's what we're going to do today. We're actually flying the first game of the New York Rangers. They just played Pittsburgh, and they just finished. So we're going to be getting going here off way. We're going to start the airplane. They're in the middle of the third period right now, pretty much up 6-0. So looks like we'll probably win that game, which is good. It's a good start. All right, we like that. All right, let's go ahead and do a few things. We're going to get Cliff on board. He's ready to go with us as well. But if you're not a member, do me a favor. You want to sign up, you'll get some freebies. You get early stuff. So you get access to all the videos that are posted. By the way, that's every away game you'll get access to. That's going to be only for members. Members can only see those. And there's like polls we do. There's a whole bunch of behind the scenes stuff we do as well. So consider signing up, helping us out here on the YouTube channel. Become a member. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and get this thing started. We're going to go to the overhead panel. And first thing I want to do is just going to throw the bat switch system on. Now I can't see anything, so it's just get that flashlight in. We'll lock that, and you can see all of your annunciator panel is lit. EOAP, I think they call it. And then we got the gear down, looking good. Flaps are up. That's good. That's good. That's good. And we'll get everything ready. Now we're going to simulate no ground services here because they don't have any. So we're going to start the EPU. Yes, I know that burns fuel, but sometimes you got to do that. And then the first thing I want to do before I do that, I'm going to go EMR power on. Okay, we've got that. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to throw these EMR lights on so we can see what's going on. Good. And the last but not least, I'm going to check this. And we've got the bell. We'll kill the bell. And then I'm just going to kind of pick my head up overhead and just take a look at this panel right there and make sure all 6 loops are good. They are. And I'll test that. Good. All right. That's a good fire test initially. I want to go ahead and just make sure that's good to go before we actually start the APU. All right, so let's go to the overhead panel now, and we are going to do this. We're going to throw the pump switch, which is right here. You're going to throw that to the on position. Okay, we're going to throw the right pump on, and we're going to start the EP right now. We're going to run, start. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1005, back to run. Let's see what we got. You should see some movement here on the, there it is, it's starting up. Now once we get the APU lit, we'll get Julio in the back here, getting it going here. And obviously we walked in the back of the aircraft, up and over, and that's how we got in. But we're going to go ahead, and once we get the airplane started, have the APU lit. Look at how pretty that picture is. Welcome to the hockey season. Yeah. We will be on VATSIM today, so we're getting the APU lit right now. Just kind of waiting. There it goes. We're going to throw this over to the APU once we get some good volts. And there the APU is up and it's running. Once we get it running, there it is on the breakers. Okay, we're actually going to use some air too. We're going to get the air position going on, but we can wait on that. We'll give it a few seconds and then we'll go ahead and get that going. Okay, this light's coming off now as we got it good to go. I'm actually going to go upstairs here and turn on the lights. The floodlight, rather. I'm going to flood out my side here. There's a couple of switches. There's that one. There's the outer switch. I'm going to actually use this one to flood it out just a little bit, and that'll help us out. and then I'll start turning on some lighting. I don't want to go too much just because it's dark out there and I like the lighting pretty low, but we'll get some floodlights going right now. Same with over here, and a little bit on the panel light, not too much. Okay. And then I'm going to flood out that forward panel just a bit. There we go. And last but not least, and Cliff can do all this stuff too. I'll have Cliff do it. But I just want to get this kind of semi ready to go, which is way up here. We're going to go ahead and just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 clicks. That should be good enough. All right. Let's get Cliff starting and we'll work our stuff. We're going to come over here. Let's get this turned on. All right, we're going to come over here and click setup. We're going to go flight mode, and it is night mode. Good. We're going to come over to tier 2 air. Open the forward main. We're going to open our air stairs. There we are. Okay. Now, a couple things I want to do. I want to preload everything. So we're going to come down here. We're going to go import OFP or SimBrief OFP. I'm going to import it, and we're going to go Pittsburgh. And you can see we're kind of way outside, so we're going to actually bring it in front. About 15 is kind of where I like it. There we go. And that'll be good. And let's go ahead and call Cliff and say, start setting up. Start setting up. Now, the thing about Cliff, folks, is that I don't think you heard him last time. So, crew voices I want the headset. I think that's what did it. Okay, this should be good to go now. We should be all set here. Let's see if we can't get him to work. Let's start setting up. Let's start setting up. All right, Cliff's going to start getting going. We're going to get our flows done, and that's what we're going to do. So Cliff's going to work on getting stuff done. We're going to work on getting stuff done. And between the two of us, we can get this airplane ready to go. Cancel that. I'm going to come down here and take a look at this. We've got AIRAC data. It's an MD-83 2410 October 31st to October 3, excuse me, hold on, October to October 31, 24. That's good to go. We'll click position initialize. We are in Kilo, Pittsburgh, so we're going to go Kilo, PIT. Okay, Pittsburgh's in there. We got to throw the reference. And the gate, we're actually not at a local gate here. We're on the ramp. So in this particular case, we're located on the, it's kind of that northwest corner, or northeast corner, I should say, of the apron. So just kind of looking at what the, looking at north 4029, west 8014, so right around there. I'm going to use this number there, and I'm going to dump this there. Click the route, and we're going to get our co-route in. So we're going to go Kilo HPN, excuse me, Kilo Pittsburgh, PIT to HPN. Okay, there we go. Pittsburgh HPN, throw in the co-route. There it is. And the runway right now in Pittsburgh, the runway of choice, let's see what they're using here. Real time. Real world weather in Pittsburgh, 28 center on the departure. Winds are calm, 10 miles visibility, clear skies. It's absolutely a beautiful day to fly here in the Northeast. It won't be in a couple of days. There's a hurricane approaching, so that's going to throw a wrench into some things. So I have to be aware of that. But that's kind of how the cookie crumbles here, you know? All right, let's get this done. I'm going to open up my logbook. We got to get some paperwork done. All right, airport Pittsburgh reporting 051 Zulu. So I'm going to write down Pittsburgh 051 Zulu. Winds are calm. Visibility 10. We're looking at 0903. By the way, we pray for all those folks in Florida. Hopefully you folks out there are keeping safe and staying well. Those storms can be really scary. They're not fun. 3012. Matter of fact, we in the real life we canceled all our flights into and out of that airport, at least until the damage is assessed. So hopefully we can get there tomorrow, the next day. Multiple approaches in use. Expect runway ILS 32 RNAV. GPS center approach. 28 left is closed. We're looking at departure 28 center, so that's what we'll end up doing. Runway 28 center. I think it's a long taxi, and if that's the case, we'll just deal with it that way. All right. With that being said, that's good to go. We're going to go 28 center. So I'm just going to plug that in there. 28 center is there. We're going to go arrivals and departures. And departures will be the Pittsburgh 5, 28 center. We're going to click route again. Arrivals, departures, arrivals. And our arrival into Westchester today is pushing the HARP. Yeah, it looks like 157 Valerie to HARP. I do not think we have an arrival. Let me just see if we can't use an arrival here. Southbound OB5. Doing well, Cliff. Welcome aboard, my man. Hopefully we have a good ride. Okay, I think that's another. We got Rice. Just trying to see what on the Valerie 5 kind of would put us at a better position. We would probably start the thing at Valerie. That's kind of where it is. I mean, we could expect that. Valerie 5, I'm just going to throw that in. We don't have to have one, but, you know, that's kind of where they have it. So Valerie 5, Valerie, and we're in. Just depends on the runway. So I'm not going to do anything on the arrivals. We'll just leave it alone. And we'll get it airborne. How's that? So click the route button. We actually click the legs. So let's see what we got. Okay, we got Vectors, Tyro. I'm going to go next page. There you go. Hero, Valerie, Base, and HARP. That's kind of what it is. So we'll have to clean all this up. Okay, that looks good. Activate, we'll execute. We're going to go route data. Bring it all in. I'm not worried too much about this issue. We're going to go over here. Let's call the fuel truck while we're sitting here. Actually, we got to get catered. So we'll call the catering truck. Get the catering over, and so that's right. I don't know if it's going to be able to do it because I don't know what spot I took. Dang. This just says parking 0. I don't know. Okay, whatever. We're going to have to do this maybe an old school way. It's no big deal. Let me see if I customize airport positions. Let's see what happens. Does it tell us where we are? No. That's the problem. I don't know where we are. So I'm going to click forget that, and let's try one thing. Go over here. Now we're going to say customize airport positions, customize airplane. We can do a few different things, but I'm not really worried about it right now, folks. I'm just going to leave that alone. I'll have to come back and do that again. All right, let's go over here. We're going to get the fuel truck working then. Come back over here, click our fuel. We're going to go over there. So we're going to click this right now. And I do want a little more gas, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw this in there, and I'm just going to add up the fuel just a little bit more. I'm going to go 5,700. It's going to be just a little more fuel, help with that fuel burn there. Good. And then we can come over to here, there, there. Now we're 5,700. Click that. We're going to start fueling up right now. All right, there we go. Okay, we're getting the fuel on. Once the fuel's on, we get the passengers in. They're still working. We're going to do our rest of our stuff right here. Zero fuel weight coming in at 1062. I'll throw the zero fuel weight in reserves. It's going to be, let's see what we got for the reserves. Reserves are 7.7, so we're going to do our normal 6. All right, fuel schedule total out of here with, what's here? That's 14, so that's 15,000. 15,000 slash alpha means auto. So that's how much fuel I want to take on. Everything else looks good. Cruise altitude today, 370 all the way up to top. We'll go ahead and check that out. I think we can with our weight. We are pretty light in terms of takeoff weight and all that stuff. Looks like a takeoff weight of 120. And we're looking at a cruise of, what, 0.77. So I'm going to consult my chart just to make sure we can do that. 0.76. So there's 0.77 at a takeoff weight of what did I say we were? 122, I think, was our takeoff weight. Takeoff weight was 120, so 122 we'll use. 37,000, we can go up there. 370, that's the maximum on this aircraft, but we can climb all the way up to that altitude today, so that's what we're going to do. Good deal. So cruise wind here is going to be 267 at 84. Okay, we'll throw that in there. Deviation is a minus 48. Well, that's not deviation, but that's top climb out temperature. So we'll throw that in there, click the takeoff page, and now we hold and wait. Okay, he's still doing his stuff. We're still getting fuel on the aircraft. We're almost done with the gas. That's good. Clear that again. Looks like we're doing some testing. There we are. Now we're ready. Look at that aircraft ready to go, folks. Got the logo lights on and everything on this bad boy. In real life, they're kind of over here in this area. I can't see a thing, so I don't know. It should be all a ramp here. Stand by. Yes. Request follow me. No. Okay, so he is done with the pre-start, so that's good. Then they're just waiting on us. We're waiting on the passengers. We'll get them boarded right now. So I'm going to click this. We're going to click start boarding. We're going to get the passengers on this way. Okay, so we'll start boarding them now. The team's coming on the airplane. We're still not done. We're going to do our kind of our takeoff stuff. We're going to look at our performance charts right now. So let me go ahead and look at that. We'll click sim brief. We're going to go to performance and tools. And there's a couple things I like to do. So I will populate from last flight, go to the takeoff tab. We're going to click runway 28 center. Length, weight, pounds, takeoff weight, full flex. Wind is good. Full flex. Everything else is good. We can do an improved climb if you'd like to today. It's probably plenty of runway, so we can enable that and just click calculate. See what that gives us. Yeah, it's not too bad. So that's good. And then let's go right into here and I'll show you what we're doing. We're going to click over to there. We're going to click our performance charts and let's go right into this and then we'll do a briefing. Kilo PIT, P-I-T. It is dry. Winds are calm. We're going to go. Sky's clear. Temperature 9 degrees. So I'll throw that there. And runway is going to be 28 center. Yes. Altimeter coming in 3012. 30.12. Anti-ice is off. Packs are on. Takeoff weight's coming in at 120,000. 120. There you go. Click calculate. Let's see what we got. So now it gives us a cell temp at 50, but you don't want to use that. We're going to use flap 6 for departure. Now the thing about this one is this says, oh, we're going to use flap 6, and our trusty sim brief says flaps 11, so we can set that to flap 11 right there, and then recalculate, see what it goes. Want to make sure they're close. We're right on. I've got 130, 131. Okay, our 130, 131, 140 with 120,000 pounds. Just want to make sure. I'm just kind of doing a comparison. 120.1, pretty darn close there. Flap 11. Yep. So this says we can go up to 50. Cell temp says 50 both ways. So we're going to do that. By the way, all I'm doing, folks, I'm just comparing this one with the sim brief. Just want to make sure if they're close. So cell temp will go 50 degrees. Yeah, that's why it's not working. It's the wrong pen. Like I can't write stuff down. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so cell temp, by the way, I'm writing on an iPad. Cell temp 50 degrees trim, and I'm going to use this for trim. Okay, so I'm going to click into this, boop, and I'm going to click into weight and balance. Trim right there, you want takeoff gross weight, 14.9er. All right, so that's our trim. We go right on back here. And let me look on weight and balance. We've got 87. 86 plus 3053 plus 1740. Now I got to make sure these adds up. This stuff adds up. It might not. So stand by on that there. Give me a second. Let's see what we got. What did we say? 8768 or 80, sorry. 87 86 is it? Yeah, 8786 plus 3053 plus 1740. Now we're already over a little bit, folks. We're 13.5. That is not what we have on board. We have 10,000. Let's see here. 10,080 plus. What's it? 10,008. Yep, plus 1740, which gives us what? 11,800. So we're 11,820 is what we need. So I don't like that because I have to go in there and kind of mess it up. But all I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract that front of 8786, and that's going to give us 34. That's very close to the back, but I don't want that because 8786 plus what's on an aft 3053. Wait a minute. Yeah, plus another additional 1740 in the back. You see that? Gives you 13.5. So we're going to subtract 11,820. 17. So the front should be 7. The aft should be 1759, and that's going to significantly reduce our takeoff weight. See, now look at our takeoff weight, right? 120.8 is what I had initially. So I want to make sure the paperwork's right. The paperwork is right now. So we should add those three up. Let's just add them up. So 1759 plus 1740 plus 8786. 12.2. Yeah, that was good. I'll have to come up with a good schedule on this one. All right, anyway, takeoff weight now is changed to, the trim is changed to 13. So I'm going to change our settings just a little bit. I just want to make sure takeoff weight is good now, 120.8, and my paperwork said 120.1. So that's good. We reduced the load quite a bit there. All right, good to go. 13 on the trim. Again, I'll calculate and we'll do the same thing here. Sorry, it's crazy, I know. Flap 11, I'm going to force that 126, 131, 140. I've got 30. I'm going to use that lower V1 speed of 126. We're going to go VR of 133. I'm looking at my 139. Good. Okay, and then our maneuvering speed slats 182. Our maneuvering speed's up at 224. Okay. All good. Let's go ahead and plug this. Sorry about that. Plug this back in here on our V speeds. I've got 126 plugged in there. We're going to go ahead 133. Plugged in there 139. Oh, shoot. Plugged in. Oh, how about 139? Gosh. I'm fat fingering everything, and this is going to be 133. Done. Okay, all that is set, ready to go. Eeper's in there, and we are cleared. Okay, that's set, ready. I'm going to go ahead and pull up our takeoff card, and then we'll do our dial a flap, and then we'll do our flows, and we'll be rocking and rolling here. Boston Center's on. Looks like it would be Cleveland. It doesn't look like Cleveland's online, so we're good to go here. Up here in controllers, 0762. So I'm going to go 0762. Done. And then I'm going to go ahead and flip this up. There we go. And that's going to start opening our pressurization door, which we want. Okay, flaps are going to be forced to 11, and our trim is right around 13, I think we said on the trim. Yeah. Double check the trim, it's 13. We're going to go right on back down. Lucky number 13. All right, let's go ahead and check this. Check our long trim. Good. Good. And good. This is hard because you got to center this. There you go. All right, so all that's set, ready to go. Good, off, good. Let's go ahead and set this to 13. Excuse me, to 11. Okay, dial a flap. Set to 11, all set, ready to go. I'm going to come down here and make sure that's on takeoff. That is armed. Those are open. 0 and 0. All right. Let's pop the door. And let's get this party started, right? Okay, folks. We're on the checklist, and we'll be ready here. Okay, I'm going to set my speed bug up to, let's do maneuvering. I like doing maneuvering speed, clean maneuvering. So is that, what, 225, I think I said? 225, right around there. So somewhere right there is 225. That's good. All right, we're going to come down to the art position. I'll flip it down. We're going to go takeoff flex, and we're actually going to do a full 50 today. There we go, 50, and our 0 fuel 8, 106.3. Yep, 106.2 right there. Okay, good. We got good accumulator brake pressure. Everything is looking good there. Let's go ahead and put the we're going to put the Pittsburgh CTAF advisory in there, and that's going to be Tower 128.3. Okay, 128.3. I just want to make sure that is correct, so I'm going to go CTAF Kilo Pit. 128.3 is correct. Okay, good. All right, here we go. I'm going to move my seat up, and I'm going to do a few things. Okay, takeoff's in there. That's what I want to see. All right, I'm going to start on the overhead. We're going to do our checklist. Okay, coming on the overhead, everything looks hunky-dory up on top. I already did that. Those look good. Circuit breakers are in. Again, normal, normal, normal. Coming across down. Looks good here. Good. Start pumps off now. Fuel heat's off. That's off. EMR lights are armed. I'm going to go ahead and test the EMR lights.
PA and emergency light test.
Okay, good deal. EMR lights are off. Seatbelts coming on. That's off. That's good. That's on. That's, you know, that's one is on. Aux tanks are off. We don't need them. Air is coming on. Wow. Let's throw these to auto. Get some pressure in here. Get some cooling going on in the back. The cabin's pretty cold, actually. Normal, normal, normal. Looks good. This is all tested. So that's the good thing about Clift. He's done all the testing. We're just going to make sure it works. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and click deny. Close that door. I do want to flood it out just for a minute. So give me a second. Let me flood the cockpit out just until we get the engine started and stuff like that. Okay, coming back down here, check our flow of oxygen. That looks good. We're going to go 121.5 on nav 2. I mean on COM 2, and I'm just going to go ahead and make sure that is good. We're broadcasting on 1. We're listening on 2. Set. Okay, coming over the cross here. Pittsburgh out is 28 center. If we had to come around for a reason, any reason, and I'm going to do that here in just a minute. I just want to light it up here for you. 28 right is a good number here for us. So I'm going to tune that frequency here 111.7 or 28 left, which might be a better alternative for us. Yeah, 28 left, 108.9er, and you can see up here 108.9. I'm just going to dial that in there. Course coming in at course is going to be handled at 281. So course 281. Let's see here, 6. That was close. We got to go back this way. Check. Course is 281. All right, folks, Pittsburgh 5. I'm going to show you here what we're looking at here. 281 on the heading. So let's go ahead and knock out the heading. Go back this way. 281, we're going to do a runway heading. Set altimeter, altitude, it says climb, props, jets, 5,000. So we're going to go ahead and climb to 5,000. Set, alt, armed. Okay, we are going to go ahead and do the same thing on this one, 108.9. Set on that. That's good, that's good, that's good. Coming across down here, just making sure we're good to go. That's right. Auxiliary's good. Well, again, they tested everything. I'm just gonna check in everything. That's kind of what you want to do as a captain. Just want to make sure your FO's not trying to do anything stupid, especially Mr. Cliff. You never know with him. All right, folks, let's go ahead and I'm going to do a quick briefing with you, and we're going to get underway. How's that? Just bear with me. I've got to pull the right checklist here. Okay. All right, let's do a briefing. Are you ready for the pre-flight briefing? Are you ready for the pre-flight briefing? 'Cause 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 Are you ready for the pre-flight briefing? No. Apparently he's not. He is not ready for the pre-flight briefing, but we are. So we're going to do it. How's that, folks? We're going to pretend Cliff is listening. He's probably jamming to something. He's waiting for me forever. So let's go to Pittsburgh. We're going to go to the SID, Pittsburgh 5 departure. All right, so this is Pittsburgh 5. We'll put it into night mode for us. There we are. Okay, folks, pretty simple and benign. We're going to climb out of here. 28 center, 281 on the degrees. You can read all this. These are obstacles. So we want to make sure that we have a good climb gradient here on 28 center, right there. Climb heading 281 till leaving 1700, and our climb's gradient is down here. We're looking at ground speed is anywhere from, I'd say, about 150. So we need to maintain at least to 500 feet a minute. All right. You can say here, takeoff minimums. Yeah, we don't have to worry about that. That's not even a factor today. So we are in the taxi spot of here. Like I said, I'm just going to pull this and drag it. Try to get it up here for us. This just doesn't want to play games right now. Okay, so we're right here. We're going to do a pushback. We'll go tail. We might not have to push. We'll see. We're going to go ahead and just turn out here. We're going to turn to the right, so you'll check my wing. And then we're going to come down here to November. We're going November to Echo, Echo 28 center, and then we're going to blast off out of here. That is the departure briefing on what we're going to do with that. We don't have any alternates for takeoff, so if we did have to do a return back, we can come back on 28 left, which we already programmed. Special airport information, nope, no MEL items, NOTAMs. We've already checked our NOTAMs before the flight. I kind of looked at them just kind of before. I'll just do it really quick again, just looking at my airport info. We'll check NOTAMs and just kind of look to see last 7 days. You're just making sure there's no runway closures or anything like that. And I do not see any NOTAMs that would affect us, just like a bunch of 28 left is unusable. That's good for the ILS. 10 right's unusable, at least with ILS stuff. So it's visual condition, so we wouldn't use 28 left anyway. We'd come around and use maybe the 28 rights. Yep, 28 right, 28 left, 10 right is closed. So you would want to use 28 right on that. So one thing I will do is just change the departure. All right, so I'm just going to go in and use 28 right ILS localizer here, which is going to be 111.7. Set. Okay, runway conditions, RTO considerations. Let's talk about that really quick. Normal takeoff profile today. We're in the dark, so we'll have to be careful, obviously. Lights are going to be on. We'll go up on the power. We're going to go 1.4 EPR. Then we'll kick on the auto throttle. Anything below 80 knots that we'll consider that a low abort, we'll stop. Anything above 80 knots to V1, we're only going to stop with engine fire, engine failure, if the airplane's coming apart on us, or any wind shear warnings or alerts. And how we're going to do that is I'm going to throw the throttles to idle. I'll pull the reversers and make sure the speed brake is out, and then we'll manually brake. We have plenty of runway and good margin. I think we calculated our margin about, yes. 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 Okay. Okay, good stuff. They're going to close this up. We're going to be good to go on that. And just really quick, we have a margin from the V1 point. If we did stop, we'd have another 3,400 feet of runway remaining. So that's good. We like that. Okay, clearance is good. We've got Chicago is on, Indy is on, Boston is on, but not Cleveland. Our clearance is normal clearance delivery at your departure airport. Please squawk 0762 for our flight to Pittsburgh. This will aid in your identification by ATC. We've got the clearance set. MCP and VHF nav radios are set, checked. FMC route is completed and ready to go. Now the route data, I mean, it's fine. There's only a couple legs in there, so I don't have to really worry about that. Automation level on departure, so that's a good one. What we'll do is once we climb out, we'll go ahead and rotate the aircraft about 15 degrees, up to 20 degrees probably. We'll go positive rate of climb, gear up. So initially, I'll just go 3 degrees per second. We'll rotate it toward 15 degrees. I'll call positive rate. We'll go gear up. We'll establish the aircraft about 15 to 20 degrees of pitch. We'll follow the flight director, at least to that. We'll try to hold V2 plus 10 or V2 plus 20 right around there. Okay, we're not going to go past 20 degrees, nose up. Once we're established, we'll go ahead and start cleaning up the aircraft. We're going to be at flaps 11, so we'll go ahead and start cleaning up. It looks like our speeds, in this particular case, we've got, I wrote them down, but our V speeds are, I've got 26, 33, 39 with a min cleanup speed 182, at least with the slats. So that's good. And you can see the flap cleanup right there. We're looking at 148, 185 for slats. So that's good. And you want to verify that, we can go over here and just look at our speeds really quick. And we can look right there. V flap 145, slat 182, and 224. That's what we're looking for. All right. Good stuff. And like I said, we're going to climb with the automation pretty much. I'll go vertical speed. We'll hold about 2,000 feet a minute. We'll go VS vertical speed on. We'll make sure we're a positive climb. And then we're going to go ahead and direct to our first waypoint, which is going to be, it's going to be Tyro. And I want to make sure that we've got that in our, so the vectors right there, I'm just going to clean those vectors up and go Tyro right now. And we're going to go Tyro to Fort to HUO Valerie. That is it. All right, we're good. We've already checked them. Okay, let's run the checklist and let's get out of here. Let's go and make sure they've closed the doors on us. We're going to make sure everything is closed and buttoned up. It is. Okay, we're ready. Any questions? That was a good brief, I thought. Okay, here we go. Pre-start check below the line. Pre-start check below the line. Removed. Removed. Checked on board. Set and checked. Checked. Set. 50, takeoff, flex. Point decimal 7 set. 0.7 set. Stowed. Set. Okay, before start check. Set. Set. Closed. Approved. Start right engine. All right, folks, we're going to start the number 2 here. We're actually going to start both engines because we're so darn close. Okay, 20%. Here comes the fuel. There's a light. All right, we got a good start on number 2. Let's go ahead and start number 1, and we're going to click deny there. That's good. We're so close, we're going to start number 1 as well. It's just such a short taxi, so let's go ahead and fire that too. Start left engine. Feel on. I'll make sure we're not rolling. That'd be bad. Hey, 2 good starts right there. All right, folks, let's do this thing. I'm coming up. After start check. Off. Checked. Auto. On. Set. Off. Closed. Flight controls checked. Flight controls checked, completed. Checked and set. Set and checked. Checked on high. High. Checked. Checked. Removed. Received. Checked. Set. Okay. We are cleared on the left. Taxi check. Off. 11 degrees. 11 degrees takeoff. Set and checked. Set and checked. No changes. Performed. Set and checked. Pre-flight completed. Both off. Checked. Q. All right, let's do this, folks. Pittsburgh traffic, Riptide, 5800 taxi, runway 28 center, Pittsburgh. Okay, flaps, brakes off. Let's go. Okay, I'm just going to bump up the flight controls just a little bit. You check your wing, and let's do this thing. Sometimes Cliff works pretty good. Sometimes he doesn't. It just depends what kind of mood he's in, right? All right, folks, we're out of here. Woo, you're underway. Just want to make sure we're good to go. We're basically paralleling November. Here we go. I want to get a center line here somewhere. Okay, there we go. We'll hook up that center. We're going to go ahead and make a left here. Right there. That's not the way I wanted to go. So hang on just a minute. Let's go ahead. I think we're going to go straight, but if I can turn. There we are. All right, stand by. Just hold. I don't want to keep taxiing. I want to make sure we know what we're doing here. We got to go. It's tough because you can't see anything. All right, we're going to go ahead and get on November here, and I think I want to make I know I want to make a left. Yep, here we go. All right, I think we've got the right taxiway straight across here. We're going to make that left. We're going to take November. Now, this taxiway in front of us is November. We want to take the straight one here all the way down. We don't want to veer off. Okay, so we're going to take November to Echo. We got to be pretty diligent about this. So, yeah, that taxiway would take you in the U.S. Air Force. We don't want to do that. We don't want to go that way. All right, there's Fox. So we're just crossing Fox. That's correct. And we're going to go take November to Echo, which is pretty much straight in. Well, folks, the Rangers did pretty good last night. Or this night, I should say. They played a pretty solid game. All right, here comes Echo. You can see there's Foxtrot. And we want to just start slowing the aircraft down a little bit. I'm looking for a turn here. And I'm looking for a left turn. There's Fox. There it is. Right there. I see it. Nice and fun, right? Whole short line's coming up. Now we're going to take this and take the A-frame and put the A-frame right across the line like this, and that helps with that nose gear kind of swing a little bit wider than normal. All right, looks good. And right there. Perfect. There we go. One thing that's crazy, and I'm gonna call him up right now. Just give me a second. Just make sure we're good. I got it on Bravo. We did Alpha coming in. We'll go Bravo on this next one. Okay, that's done. Taxi check is good. We've got cabin crew be seated for takeoff. Lineup check. Secured. Secured. Left side closed. Checked. Set to Bravo. Auto. Received. Thank you. Okay, let's go. 28 center on the pavement. Here we are. Pittsburgh traffic, Riptide 5800 lining up here, 28 center, Pittsburgh. I do want to record this, folks, so I'm going to go ahead and click the record button. Sorry, we're doing 1,000 things at once. 5800. We're going to go PITHPN. Enter. It might stop and pause it. Okay. No traffic on final. Lights coming on my side. Here we are. There's a lineup. What's this airplane doing? Okay, I'm going to wait for that aircraft to do its thing. So we're going to stop. That's coming right at us. That might be a an FLT traffic. I'm going to stop right there. Just want to make sure we're good. We're lined up on 28 center. We've got 28, 28, and 28 straight across the board here. Just waiting for that airplane to land. Let's go ahead and get a picture while we wait. So we're going to simulate taxi into position and line up and wait, right? Looks like that airplane did its thing. We're out of here. Okay, let's go. I'm going to push the throttles up nice and slow. We're going to bring them all up to 1.4. Bringing them up, 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 right about there. It's a little too much. All right, you ready? Auto throttle on. Takeoff thrust. Set.
Takeoff thrust set.
All right, we're rolling. Clamp on. Cross check. We go. There we go.
Positive rate.
Gear up. Okay, give me 20 degrees. We'll hold that right there.
Gear up. Lights out.
All right, 500 feet. Let's set the bugs. Set speed. Speed set, actually. All right, let's give me a heading select, and I'm going to go the other way with this one. So I'm going to go the other side. There we are. Let's go 10 degrees now. And I want you to click heading. Where are you? All right, heading select coming in. And rotate the aircraft. Looking good. Flaps coming to 0. 185, we can go flaps up. Looking good on the climb.
Zero.
Keep on climbing. Let's go all the way up unrestricted here. 35, 36, 37,000. 37,000 set. There's 4,000. Keep on the turn. All right, climb thrust set, please. We'll set our climb thrust. Boom.
Climb thrust is set.
Thank you. I did it myself, because you never know with Cliffy Boy what he's going to do. All right, we're going to go direct to Tyro. Valid delete. I don't want to delete that. Okay. Lights coming off on my side. Let's get the autopilot hooked up and engaged. We're going to go vertical speed. We'll do V speed here. Vertical speed at 2,500. Autopilot's coming on. There we are. Heading select. And our heading is good to go. Going to increase. There we are. I just wanted to go the other way. There's Pittsburgh. Looking good. Nice on the climb. Nice and smooth. All right. Let's go ahead and click nav and alt. Vertical speed. We're going to go VNav right now. VNav climb set. And slats are up. All right. Let's do a climb checklist. Climb check. On. Thank you. All right, that's it. Heading select VNav climb. We are now slowing down through 10,000. Looking pretty good out there, folks. Not too bad. I should have a nice ride here. Let's do a climb checklist. Climb flow, I should say. We've got it stowed. That's good. We are on TARA. That's good to go. We're going to go ahead and tune now to 122.8. Flip it over there. I'm going to go ahead and throw that off. That's off. Those are down. Good deal. All right. Going on the climb. I want to see the aircraft climb just a little bit more here. There we are. 2,000 feet. I'm broadcasting on 122A. That's interesting. Okay. So that person was just calling. All right, we got a good climb nav track and VNav climb up. Good departure. Through 10,000, lights are off. Nice and cool departure. I liked it. Pretty cool. There's a couple things I'm going to do in the flight deck here. I'm going to go ahead and lower some of these lighting. This lighting is just a killer. So I don't like the floodlights on per se. Maybe a little bit of flood is okay, but it can get really. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. Good to go. That's it. Let's let this thing fly, and that's it. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of push this out just a little bit. Good. And then heading select coming in right now. Through 15,000. Terrain features on. We get to 18,000, we'll tell Cliff to do a light check. You can see there's Pittsburgh behind us. Gotta tell you, it's so much fun flying this airplane. There's 17,000. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and increase our range, and then we're going to start getting ready for the top of descent. I'm going to tell Cliff transition. Transition. Transition now. Did he really? No, he didn't. 29902 coming up on my side. 29er, 902 on your side as well. I'll shut the lights off. 29er, 902, shutting the lights off. He usually does at 20,000, but 18,000 we can shut these lights off. Off, off, off. Everything else is good. Okay, folks, we're going to climb up to 370, 370 set, and it is armed. All right, while that's doing that, I'm not going to delete Ellie here. Let's go and get the weather into New York. We got Tyro and then Fort. I'm going to go ahead and change a few things. Phillipsburg, 115.5. $7,500. We're looking at 15, about 15,000 pounds of fuel total. On the gas, when we departed, I'm good with that. I didn't get a timeout, dang it. About 21 minutes ago. So what is that? 02. I'm just going to say 02. I thought it was like 0250 maybe. Well, I'll guess with you. Let's see, hydraulic oil was 14 over 14, and hydraulic was pushing 15 over 15. One thing I want to make sure Cliff's got done, he's got that done, and sure enough, did he throw the pumps off? Yes. Those hydraulic pumps should come off, so I just want to make sure. Yes, good. Good job, Cliff. Not often I say those words. Pretty funny. Okay, 23,000, looking good. Let's go ahead and get the weather into the airport here. HPN airport is looking like weather 59 minutes ago, so I'm going to wait for that refresh and then we'll use it. And I'll let you guys go, and there's no point. When I do the, a few minutes, we'll come back up and we'll get ready to take out the rest of the deal here. What time is it? 9, 10, 11. So it's 11:55. The real aircraft hasn't even taken off yet. They're still stuck on the ground. Ooh. Oh, they're airborne. Yeah, so we're following the actual flight. We're probably in the same spot. Do you know that? They just took off. They're climbing through 21,000. That's pretty good, dude. Oh, that's awesome. Couldn't plan that better. They're passing the town of Indiana. That's cool. Quite fun. All right. Oh, we've got, so this is happening. So one thing we can do is just pull this and then just drop it down one notch, and that'll take it down right there. And that's all you really start exceeding that. When you start exceeding the EGT, that's what you need to do. You just pop it down and correct it on the one side so you don't just, you don't hit that limitation. And it's slight, you're only just trying to get it down about 1 degree. But it's running hotter on number 1 than it is on number 2. For some odd reason. But you can see, look at the top of descent. It's like right there. So this is such a fast flight, folks. It is quick. Quick. Wing lights are off. Pretty bumpy. I mean, it was supposed to be this. The ride was supposed to be pretty darn good. Let's see what the ride is going to tell us. Weather. Flight level, what are we at? 270. See, now you're gonna back. We gotta back this one down. Pull it 1 notch, 2 notches. There we go. Okay, so 320s in the bumps. We're looking at 370 right there. It's gonna be bumpy in this range, but right when we get out of Milton, it should be good. Milton 109.2. I don't think we're going to get it, but we're going to try it. There we go. 109.2. Probably not going to get it in there. Nope. That's called MIP. Okay, I'm going to flood this. I'm going to stop with that flood. I'm going to do the inside flood. It's just a little bit better on the eyes. There we go. Although I do like the fluorescence. I think the fluorescents are nice in the morning when the sun's coming out and you don't need your cones as much as you do on this one. Let's look at the time. We're still waiting for that. Let's see, here we got, folks. We might want to stop at like 3.7. So I might want to stop a little bit on the quicker side. So 3.7's an odd altitude. Why don't we go 330 and I will tell it arm and we'll tell the cruise here. We're going to stop at 330. Enter. Okay, that's going to help us a little bit. Just kind of get up there. Here comes 3-2. And I've got to get the weather here coming up. We're pushing into New York's airspace. New York Center is not online. Okay, I'm trying to get that weather into Westchester. It's going to be that fast. You think, oh, I got a few minutes. Not really. You don't have much time here. Westchester, an hour and 4 minutes ago. I'm waiting for the updates. Okay, 1,000 to go. That was me calling an audible because I know we're not going to make 270 that fast. Anybody updates? Anybody with updates yet? That's 2 hours and 4 minutes old. Still waiting on the updates, folks. You know, if anything, we'll just plan this weather here. 310 at 14, gusting 22. That might change, but right now that's what it's saying. Did my pen go somewhere that I don't know? I'm always losing my pen. Always. That is not the right pen. So where did my pen go? There it is. Hiding. All right, 330. We're in the bumps a little bit. It's going to be bumpy all the way in, so whatever. Right now, 6 minutes ago, it just updated, so can't really tell what's going on with those wings. If you can see it bumping, then generally speaking, that's not too bad. We're going to go ahead and throw the seatbelt sign off just for a minute. It's not going to be much off, but we're looking at 310 here. Ah. Okay, 310 at visibility 10 miles in clear skies. Temperature 12, dew point 03. Altimeter's coming in at 2 or 9 or decimal 9 or 6. Runway is going to be 3-4s, I'm sure of it. Pretty certain they're going to be flying the 3-4s with that kind of wind. So 3-4, gate 58. All right, so runway 3-4, let's see what we got. I'm going to go ahead and look with you and see what the best course of action would be. So let's go over here. We're going to click this and look at our charts, and we're going to go to the HPN chart. Again, I'm not worried about the arrival so much, but I am worried about, let's see if we can't do this here. HPN, we're going to go approach. Let's take a look at 3-4 here. We've got the ILS 3-4 we can do, or we can do the GPS. And it's a beautiful day. There's no clouds, but let's plan it conservative. Let's do, yeah, I don't want to do that one. There's sound visuals on the other way. They have you all coming in, but I think we can slip in and go this way. It's not that busy. So let's go to the ILS, the 3-4. We're just going to get that closed up, and we're going to get this ready to go here. So we'll plan this. We're going to go jet tax straight across in and JetX at 2,000 feet. So bear with me. We're going to go to arrivals. We're going to go ILS 3-4, the JetX transition. I'm going to click execute. We're going to go to the legs page and take a look. You see how it says MIP, and then it's going to go H. It's going to drop us into HUO. Well, I'm wondering if we go from MIP straight direct to and skip that, because it's going to put us on the other side of the airport. With New York Center not online, it looks pretty quiet. We could cut the route, otherwise we'd have to come around the other way, which we could do, but chances are they wouldn't do that. They would probably fly us from MIP direct. It's just they want to keep you away from LaGuardia. So looking at the actual, I'm looking at the actuals, and they're level at, what altitude are they at? They're at 33 and still climbing. Okay, so they basically are doing what we have. But anyway, I'm gonna make an executive decision. We're gonna go from MIP. I mean, I guess we should just do the Valerie, the Basie, and the whole 9 yards. But it just kind of puts us to. Oh yeah, let me go to cruise. Oops, I didn't want that. I want to go to cruise. Boop. Okay, there's cruise, and now I can push these in to normal. All right, one last time, I think we want to, and the reason why I say this is, I mean, if we go to HUO, we're just going way over the top, just coming around the other side. It's not very busy, it's quiet, so I bet you they would go straight to jet tax, and that's what we're going to do, folks. I'm going to skip all that. So after MIP, we're going to go straight to the jet tax. And then it's a 2,000 feet. And I'm going to make that a hard altitude. And then we're going to do some math right now. Because last time the airplane, I let the airplane descend, it got me in a pickle quick. So at 330, we need to get down to 2,000. So we're looking at what? 31,000 feet of altitude loss. We're going to divide that by 3. Wait a minute. That ain't right. 33,000. We need to get to 2,000. So we're looking at 31,000 feet. Divide that by 3. There we go. 103 nautical miles. before we get there, and I'm looking at jet tax right now at 170. That ain't right. Let's see what the legs page. It's about 140. We're about 145 nautical miles top of descent. No, we're about 145 miles total. We need to get about 103. So very close. I just changed it up. So we're going to be starting our descent very soon into the New York area. It's just something you do, right? I made that executive decision just because it's LaGuardia. There's, right now, there's nobody on line. If there was a lot of people running and flying, I would, keep the same schedule, but I'm not going to need to. So, and that's what I'm saying. We're going to basically cut and go straight from MIP all the way across. And we're going to get set for the ILS approach. I'll do that with you. It's going to be a visual, but we're going to back it up with the ILS. How's that? Okay, you can see what I'm talking about, right? JetX. Got 103 miles. That's what we want. It's 5 miles, 5 miles, 5 miles. And if we go to prog page, you can see distance to go. We've got 134 nautical miles to JetX. So we're going to want to start descending about 120. So pretty much the top of descent, that's what we want. Got an aircraft coming in. Looking at on the TCAS, don't see anything. So I saw him outside. Just want to make sure this is normal. I don't know if you got a good look at him, but I sure didn't. Yeah, no factor coming in. Nice and close, but not that close. Okay. 128. That was time to. And top of descent is right around the corner. So what we're going to do is check our altitude. We're going to go to 2,000 feet. Set. Armed. That's it. And then we'll ensure that that hits. If it doesn't, we will start 109.7. And same with your side, 1097. Just if one goes out, we have another one, 109.7. 1097797. We're looking at course 343. Set. Okay, top descent coming up. We are looking at a total of 120 nautical miles. That's pretty good. I mean, for rudimentary arithmetic, that worked. So we'll take that. And getting ready. My dog is just barking. Just a bark, I think. She's barking at something. I don't know what the heck's going on out there. She doesn't like something, obviously. Anyway, folks, welcome aboard. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Leave a comment below if you like what you're seeing and it's providing some sort of value. Hopefully it is. Do me a favor, let me know that, because it's often hard to really know if you folks like it. And we've been doing this 3 years straight now on this channel, the FSBN channel. We've been doing the hockey charters for quite a long time. It's our third year. It's a long time to be doing that stuff, right? We haven't missed a game. I mean, once in a while we miss a game, but on the whole of it, we don't miss. All right, top of descent's coming up. Want to make sure we are good to go. And I'll call him and say descent check. Landing data. I've got to do that right now. Let's go and get the landing data figures ready to go. I just want to make sure that he actually descends us. So I'm going to hit the VNav. Just give it a second. 6 nautical miles, stop at descent. And then I'll call descent check. Five nautical miles. Come on, dog. 2 nautical miles. I got VNav descent. Okay, let's call Cliff, let him know. Descent check. He might not heard what I had to say. Descent check. All right, Cliff Rooney, wake up, man. I need you. What are you doing? Wake up. There you go. Heck, man. Why is my gear? Okay. Okay, we're heading down the chute pretty quick. All right, folks, I'm going to go ahead and click the range up really quick. While we're doing that on the range and getting all set and ready to go, I'm going to go ahead and get this airplane all squared away here in terms of programming. Let's go back here. We're going to click weight and balance now. We're going to go, nope, that's not what I wanted. I want to go to performance. We're going to go landing performance. Click that. We're going to go into kilo HPN. It is dry. The winds are pushing. Windy. 310 slash, what did we say, slash 12, right? I thought it was kicking pretty good there for a minute. Weather is 310, 12 knots. There we go. 310 slash 12. Okay, outside air temperature is 12 degrees. Runway is going to be 34. Flap's going to be 15 over 40. And we want reversers, auto brakes good, landing weight total. Right now we're looking at total weight of 116.1. We'll go 115.0, burn another 1,000 pounds on the descent, probably. All right, we got a V-man, 219 on clean speed. We're looking at slats, 173. Good. All right. I do want to add ref. Yeah, that's fine. Half a 10. 5. That's good. Okay, factored landing distance 34.12 they're giving us. Let's see what our sim brief has to say. Seatbelts are on. They better be. Yeah, they are. Sorry about that. Okay, let's go to our sim brief. Go to the landing performance. Bum, 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 bum. Calculate. Change the settings. We're going to go 3, 4. Populate the weather. We're going to go add 5 on the ref. I've got a landing weight. I'm going to plug that in here. 115 now. Flap 40. Optimum on the brake, which is going to give us auto max on this one pretty much. Reverser, yes. Yep. Click calculate. We'll go factor distance. We're looking at a margin of 2,000 feet when we stop. They're giving us 4417 with a total runway of 6,500. Auto brake on max. Now, if we went auto brake, let's see if we can go auto brake medium. What does that do for us? Yeah, we can't do that. So it's auto brake max or nothing. All right. Runway 34, flaps are 40. And our ref speed coming in, I've got 129 on this. Let's see what this guy says. Yeah, 130. Good. Pretty bang on that one. All right, looking good. Through 18,000, Cliff, wake up, man. Okay, fuel quantity checked. Approach briefing performed. Landing data is set. All right, we're at 16,000. We gotta start slowing down. I don't know why Cliff is sleeping, but he is. Let's wake him up. Approach check. Man. What the heck, Cliff? As the speed brakes up just a little bit, just trying to get us a little bit slow here. All right, I'm going to come in and plug in the frequency of CTAF 118.75. So we're going to do that right here. 118. Point what? 11857. Okay, 118.575. Flip it. All right, looking good. Through 12,000, we got to start slowing down. Here comes the range. Range is coming up. I think he is completely out of the game here. Cliff Rooney, he is sleeping. Like, I don't know what he's doing, but we'll do it ourselves. We've done it 1,000 times before. All right, on the B system, good to go. Everything else is good, set. Coming down here, we're going to go to the maximum, and we'll wait to engage that. All looking good. Okay, I'm going to throw some brake. I'm going to go FMS override now. So I'm just going to override the speed, and I'm going to get our speed down to about 250 on speed. So I'm going to keep that trekking down. I want to get to about right there. I'm going to flip the landing data there. There, it's good. Brakes coming in. I've got the brakes coming up. There we go. We got to slow down 250 on the speed. Here comes the brakes full. Brakes fully extended. It'll slow down nice. We'll come up. White Plains traffic Riptide 5800 on the downwind runway 34 White Plains, about 20 out. All right, there's 10,000 feet. Lights coming on. I've got the heading. We're going to go heading select, kind of square it up a little bit as we get a little bit closer. Okay, speed brake's coming up now. Good. Okay, I got the aircraft here on the vertical speed. Man, I'm gonna have to go about quarter to a half on the speed brake just to slow it down. Well, it's a beautiful night out here. $8,000, looking good. There's parts Manhattan. Manhattan's over there. Pretty cool. Like I said, we're cutting it kind of close. Let's look for the airport. Yeah, do we see it? Yeah, I think I see it out there. I got a visual. That's what's so nice about this time of the year. It's pretty nice. Usually it gets really nasty during the winter time. Look at our fuel temps, man. They dropped. Gosh. Our fuel temps are way below. All right. I'm going to throw the fuel heaters on. We're going to go one at a time. Get that fuel heat up. You would do this one at a time, and then you want to make sure they're closed for the... you can see right there, fuel heat's on. Got traffic just to the north of us there. 7,000, speed brakes coming out half again. I don't want to encroach too much into LaGuardia's airspace or anything like that. You can see LaGuardia right there. Crazy stuff. $6,000. All right. I might need to square it off. I mean, right now it's a nice visual. I'm going to go ahead and drop the speed down even more because we're going to go visual approach. So slat speed, I think, is 175 now, isn't it? Yep. All right, I'm going to square it up. We're going to go heading. We'll start squaring off the downwind here. Heading select, please. Heading. Where are you? All right, heading select's coming in. Speed brake, full.
Stabilizer motion.
Roger. Okay, engine sinks off, pressurization set. All right, there we go. We got alpha speed coming in, I know that. Okay, slats coming in. We can really get those slats out now.
Slats extended.
Roger. We're not going to go out too far here, folks. We're just going to square it up. Now I'm going to start turning in, okay? Heading select coming in. Here we go. Making that base leg. Vertical speed is going to come up just a little bit. There we go. Okay. Speed brake, armed. Okay, let's go flap. One, we get the flaps out there. Westchester traffic. Excuse me, White Plains traffic. Riptide 5800 on a base. Or on my 34, White Plains. Okay, folks, we got jacks coming out about 10 miles away. This is the Long Island Sound. What am I doing? What's going on? All right, that's a little too much. There we go. Heading. Start that turn in. How we doing on flaps? We gotta kind of wait. Flaps about 11. 2700. We should be leveling off soon. Heading select vertical speed. Altitude is armed. I got the airport in sight. Theo, 2000. 2000 is set. Here we go. Lights coming on full. Okay, ready? Let's go in. There's 2000. Heading hold. Altitude hold. Here we go. The airplane should start slowing down. Nice. We should get the gear down. Get ready to rock and roll. I might turn that on just for the heck of it. Runway's in sight. Theo 2000, looking good. Why is this airplane taking off the opposite direction? We are landing 3-4. The winds are too good. All right, there we go. Look at that. Slats coming in nice. Okay, we'll wait for the gear and we'll throw 15. We got flap, what do we got? Flap 11. Yeah, we're good on that. Look at that airplane coming in at us. All right, I got the plane. Gear down. Flap 15. I'm just going to try to get back down here and see what we got in there. Okay, my plane. Got the auto throttle. Speed check coming down right now. Up 28. All right, airplane. Okay, it says we're getting speed's coming up. As we're getting just slightly low, so we'll go ahead and get back on profile for us. There we are. And speed, we have about 130 right around there. Okay, ready, flaps coming in, 40, armed. Run the checklist.
Flaps 40.
Okay, landing gear. Down 3 green, here comes the speed. Okay, I need to go around carrots just in case we need that. There we are. Okay. Ignitions on Bravo. Spoilers and ABS, they're armed. Whoa, sorry guys. I'm trying to do 2 things at once here, it's not easy. Flaps and slats set 40. Landing checklist complete. Doesn't need a lot of corrections, it's just 1000 set. Flight director is way off. You can turn that thing off for me. I don't need it on. Thank you. And what you could do is just do that and then the ILS and does that sync it up? Nope. Forget it. How are we doing on speed? Here comes the throttles. The HUD helps a lot on this airplane. Looking good, folks. We're pretty darn light, so I'm not too worried about the stopping, but I'm not going to mess around either. We're probably just going to stick it on the runway. So there's trees here, so we don't want to be on the low side.
400.
Dead on. Looking good. Check.
200.
Check.
100.
Getting into the bumps. Lots of performance. All that headwind.
50. 40. 30.
Gotta bleed that off.
10.
We're here. Okay, I got the airplane. What flare? What are you talking about? We didn't flare.
Reverse lights out.
Nobody flares. That was a nasty. See if I can get off on this one. Nice. What are you talking about, flare? No flare required, man. We just slapped that puppy in the ground pretty good. That wasn't the best landing I've ever done, but whatever. Is what it is. Alright, we're going to have to let these engines cool. Give me a second. Let's go ahead and shut these off. This guy, he's not going to help us any, is he? I'm going to skip the APU today. We're just going to go ahead. We're so close. There's no point in starting the APU. So that's coming up. And that's off. We'll call GSX. This was 58. Parking. 58. There she is. Request follow me? No. I'm pretty much lined up with this guy. That's pretty good. Stop. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and let this park brake set. Okay, I'm just gonna I know the engines, I'm just gonna cool those engines down a minute, and while that does that, I'm gonna get everything shut down, looking good. I'm expecting to see a 757 any minute come down on this runway here. Welcome to Westchester, folks. All right, let's flood the cockpit up. There we are. And I'm going to go, I know he's, yeah, you got to kill the engines. Yeah, I get it. Hook me up on ground power. Can you do that? I don't know if they can hook me up on the ground power. Can you get the ground power on the airplane? Oh, that's a problem. Okay, let's try shutting off the anti-collision light. Let's see if we can't hook up the ground power. Oh, that's ridiculous. So, that's dumb. They can't... Oh, there we go. We got a GPU on. I was going to say, you kidding me right now? There we go. So, GPU's coming on. APU's off the bus. All right, now we're going to go ahead and kill number 2. There it is. Number 2 is off. Good. The reason why I wanted to do that is just because anti-collision light is now off. Those are on. Nacelles on. Clear. And that is it. We're going to go ahead and get these people off the aircraft. GSX, I'll say request deboarding. And as that happens, we've got the pumps on, so we'll open the doors. Doors and stairs coming up. Okay, we're going to start unboarding. Yeah, I know. Forward mains opening. Forward doors opening. Aft stairs are open. Aft mains opening. 1, 2, 3. Go ahead. There we are. Okay, the air stairs don't need to be on. That's what I forgot. We're at home. All right, folks, there we go. Deplaning right now. What the heck are you talking about, bro? What is... Wipers on? Where were you? Idiot. Okay, bro. Shut up. Wipers on. What a clown. All right, seatbelts coming off here. Done. That's off. We're going to open the door here and unlock. Let's go ahead and get out and tell our folks good game. All right. Good game, good game, good game. Right? See ya. All right, folks, that's it. We're done. We're going to go ahead and get the airplane ball buttoned up and rocking and rolling. Hope you enjoyed it. Our next one is, I believe it's a 3-leg trip over to Detroit. Actually, I'm going to keep these closed. Over to Detroit. So I'm going to shut down the airplane and just get some stuff done that I need to get done before I get out of here. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks again for watching. Make sure you give us a